Well, a red carpet of a different sort will be rolled out in Hobart this weekend. If you like tapping into your dark side, then the film festival celebrating women in horror could be right up your alley. There'll be plenty of fake blood and some pretty weird trophies. Although it is all make-believe, a warning about this story if you're a bit squeamish.
I've smoothed out the plasto putty that I've created the wound with, and I'm about to apply some congealed blood. Now I'm going to apply a running blood to create the movement of a new wound.
Instead of making these models their most becoming, makeup artist Liz Goulding is giving them a makeover of a gruesome kind.
I'm attaching another piece of putty to create a deeper looking wound.
The Spooks models are preparing to roll out the blood red carpet for Tasmania's inaugural Stranger With My Face horror film festival. Taking its name from the title of a novel, the festival will screen horror films made by women.
For the first time, we can show you the disturbing images which have put authorities across the state on high alert.
Because you're a woman, you just happen to be interested in certain subjects and certain aspects of your own experience that are inevitably going to be slightly different from men's experience.
Organiser Bryony Kidd says although many people think of horror as a male domain, there's a long history of women expressing themselves creatively through horror, such as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
When you look at Mary Shelley's life, and she had terrible problems with childbirth and miscarriages and all of that, so she had a terrible fear about reproduction and giving birth to something, and she channeled all of those strong feelings into that horror story, which became, you know, an absolute classic.
Her own piece in the festival is a sinister coming-of-age film.
You know, when you're young, things do feel very overwhelming and it can feel like you're in a horror film. So I wrote a film about feeling like I was being sort of haunted by this other woman who was more interesting than me and more exciting and charismatic, channeling real feelings and real ideas, but just making them more extreme and tapping into deeper ideas, I guess.
Ms Kidd says the films selected say something about the creator's life or view of the world. From tackling issues such as bulimia in a film called Wretched, there's also the less serious I Was a Teenage Werewolf, which is about a girl who can't control her body hair.
I absolutely would say that it's cathartic, yes. I think that's the whole beauty of the genre. You can have all these feelings and thoughts bottled up in you, and you can express them on screen in a really over-the-top way that might be really violent or shocking to other people.
Fellow organiser Rebecca Thompson says unlike much mainstream horror, women filmmakers are more likely to have female leads.
Have females who are active doers and not just victims. I know certainly my main horror film, it's pretty much all the main characters are female. I just watched a feature last night, Dead Hooker in a Trunk, which we're screening Friday night. The leads are women, and in the case of that film, they're kind of probably doing what men often do in action horror films, kicking butt.
Are they twisted sisters?
Well, the irony is that a lot of the horror filmmakers I've met and people who do these horrific, graphic and are passionate about special effects are really gentle people, really nice, gentle people. So maybe this is where they unleash their dark side. Is on film.
Is that where you unleash your dark side?
Definitely, definitely. I'm a pacifist for sure.
I'm zombie, Lezo and proud. Shout that out loud. We won't touch every shade and then we stand all around. We are zombies, not living and not dead.
The festival will end on Sunday night with an awards ceremony for the best short script.